Hi, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Let me see how this thing is displaying. Okay.
The world is so full of bubbles.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining this chat room with the King. My name is the King, and I'm privileged to be your host. And welcome to the chat room. How you guys doing? Nice, yo. Family doing. Big shout out to all my admins. Thanks for always being there. I'm the worst host anybody can be an admin to. I'm the worst, and I know it. But for some reason, my admin they've been very amazing and very consistent. Thank you. Like, I might not say this every time to you guys, but I'm so, I'm so grateful to you all, and I'm so proud of you. Right. I know that I can do that. Can you imagine if I want me so should I can do my dragging? Good to see my ugly face. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it as a compliment. This face is so ugly. Ojú tó ń pawó, ojú tó ga nínú àyà mi. Ojú ọ̀hún ṣe ń tán bí ẹ̀yìn ìjàpá báyìí gan. Is it the light? Well, good afternoon, everyone. Shout out to all our YouTube viewers. It's so good to be here today. I know so many of you have been reaching out to me and saying, what's going on? You have not been doing show. What happened? We have not been seeing you. Back when you read me. Back on the Yankee, you remember me Paul. So, you know, first of all, like I've always said, this is not what we do for a living. So, you still have to face about personal businesses. That's one. Number two, you get to a time in life where you just get tired of the usual, especially when I I'm just feeling that I'm motivated by progress. I'm motivated by progress. This terrain, especially Facebook, it just tire me back on back on. I can't give you an explanation to it, but it tire me. It tire me. Nothing new is coming up. It's too many negativity out there, man. Omobola Adedeji, how are you doing? Wagwan. Fún wa ní ṣe jump fún wa. Ó ti gbọ́dọ̀ àdìgbọ́ music. So for me, I think this terrain is becoming tiring. It's becoming ridiculous, and more than anything, it's becoming toxic. Very, very toxic. So personally, I'm just losing interest. So I'm bitter at this man, and I just want to focus on what is important. I want to focus on you know doing better things with my time and my life. Everything to you want I do is too toxic out here, and it's becoming a concern. You know, one have to just do better, be better, and do better. So that's why I've not been really coming online. Ah, plenty G's day, plenty G's day. Where do we start from? The last show we had, I was driving to church and I was just you guys, and I've been getting feedback. People say you need to do a show on that topic. We didn't even intend to have any topic. Actually, we didn't intend to have any topic. But I'm bringing. We are going to start as regular series on Monday. I'm going to have a little bit of a busy weekend. So Monday, I promise you, we are going to start our series. Yeah. I was talking to a dear friend yesterday, and we were sharing a personal experience, and he said to me, that should be your topic. We want to just get a general feedback on it and just learn together. Can you guys hear me actually? I know I have a big voice, so people hardly hear me. Can you guys hear me? Am I being audible enough? Woto no dey bring money. Emiko Mosabel. And those are very good. Okay. All right. And no, Ekiadem, where have you been? I want you guys, before we continue, I need you guys to, you know, just share it. Just click the share button. I'm doing that as well. Let us share and let it just, send it across. So many people must have getting used to us not coming alive. So, about I see ààrẹ, jẹ́ kí n yá èdè àǹtí mi Búkìlò, ẹ sí kó gbáàsì. I'm trying to do the same. All right. Olaitan Faniyi Amigun, welcome. Thanks for joining. SC Felicity. The names people behind on this Facebook. No be small thing. Àwọn orúkọ yẹn máa ń jẹ́ àwọn orúkọ tó tough ni. Hold on, give me 1 second and then we get started. I'm trying to share from my hand. Okay, here we go. What happened to my voice? Bami Dukbe, Bami, how are you doing? What happened to my voice? What's sexy, Abby? All right. Now, where do we, it's cracking, right? Yeah, I know. When you have made it in life, that's how your voice is. Yes, that voice and over to make it. And over to get in your voice working that. You know, go, okay, body. No, I didn't just wait. I've just made it in life. Essie, thank you very much. I won't follow that to make sense to me. I did it better. Show something funding fee start ending. Thank you, Essie. All right. I saw the news that was going viral yesterday. Baba Bobo. I saw the news that was, circulating around going viral yesterday. And was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? The APC cheapest strategy of getting validation from the Christian community is ridiculous. How many of you saw the video where they were bringing all those affairs and all of those? Sorry, all the pastors, bishops who are supposed to be allegedly endorsing the Muslim tickets. At least ABC should have done better than that. I didn't watch the video twice before I know that this is falsehood. Anybody who is into Orthodox Church, we know for a fact that you will know how they wear those cape. First of all, they are even wearing it wrongly. And it was ridiculous. I just knew that something is wrong somewhere. And then later I saw a video. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. And then I saw a video of one of the supposed bishop that was unveiled. Clearly, APC going to catch us on my alone. I'm going to look at one to and one set and one MC can. They can look at uniform to one. Like, why? I've been supporting Tinubu, and anybody that knows by now knows that I'm not a Tinubu fan, and I'm not really, but among all the jokers that are contesting, I would rather choose Tinubu than any one of them, personally. I mean, I might be right or wrong, but trust me, when it comes to political decisions, my instincts have never been wrong. Never, ever been wrong. I tell you what will happen before it happens. But then, when they now move further to Muslim tickets, it was not doing me one kind like, okay, Muslim ticket is not a good idea politically for them. It will probably reduce their chances. There are people who are, personally, I'm not a religious fanatic, and that's not even the problem of Nigeria as far as I'm concerned. That's not what determines whether Nigeria will grow or move forward. I might be thinking like that because they did a very stupid casting. I swear to God, they did a very stupid casting. I might be thinking like that because I am kind of a free-minded person when it comes to religion. Personally, I'm not even religious. I believe in God, I serve God, and I believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God that was given as a sacrifice for the remission of the sins of mankind. That's what I believe. Other than that, nothing else. Don't preach Bible to me and all of those things. I'm not that of a religious fanatic. And in me, in my head, my level of exposure, I have I have the decorum that could accommodate other religion without castigating them. And I don't even believe they are wrong, personally. I just believe that God have a different way of reaching out to people or getting across to people, personally. That's what I believe. So maybe that's why I'm feeling like having a Muslim ticket is not a sellable idea. It's not a brilliant idea. If I'm in APC party, I will tell them that no, this is not a brilliant idea. But then, when it comes to the reaction of the people, I don't think it is a determinant to what happens in Nigeria. So APC themselves now show the whole world that they are wrong because their action yesterday shows guilt, nothing but guilt and low-mindedness, stupidity. Oh, to I get a good director to dey direct movie yẹn, ẹ wá lọ get àwọn kòkòrò mẹ́wàá, ẹ lọ catch up. First of all, I know now those bishopric gown, e get as they wear am. Those people wore it wrongly. Again, you can see in their demeanor, you can see in their body language that these people, they are literally feeling guilty. They don't have the persona, they don't have that aura of a bishop. You know, so bishops are good as a king of a land. You know, they are as good as a king in a land. When they wear that bishopric, you can't tell them nothing. They walk with effrontery, with confidence. They walk like somebody who is carrying power. All those people that were filing up like slaves yesterday, like they were taking slaves from the Mobile seaport in Badagry, and they were shipping them to England. They could have at least get a good movie casting so that the thing would have looked a little bit better, a little bit, you know, Kote Joju. Oh, I forgot Instagram. Every time I decide to stream on Instagram, I will always forget. Instagram along with because the platform that I stream from. Aṣọ choir no war, sharing. Keep choir no war. APC gbádùn. Even though I really don't think that's where our attention should be. They themselves show an act of guilt yesterday with that foolishness they did. They know that what they are doing is doesn't make any sense. Oloko keep fáwọn sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bọ̀dà Mufuta. Like, who does that? I'm trying to see if I can turn on Instagram too. Instagram. Amanejo. Okay. We are here on Instagram too. First of all, for the Instagram stuff, you guys need to go and follow our new page. We have a new page now, other than this one, which we have more traffic on. You know, our new Instagram handle. Let me show you. Our new Instagram handle is Victor King Graham. Please, that's where we share most of the videos. I don't really like too many videos on the Facebook page. Victor King Graham is the handle on Instagram, and you can just follow. Maybe I should have gone live there safe. I'm good. I went live on the old one, but this is where we're going to be running all of the stuff now. Victor King Graham is our new handle. So for me, ABC, we are no more child. People are demanding for something substantial. You are gathering fake bishops to do what? Because you get Lanolo State in here. And by the way, my you know, the act of the moment of that Osun election for me, the man of the moment for the election in Osun State for me, is not another person, not Adeleke himself, but Davido. You can see what unity and love in the family can do. You can see what we saw in Osun State is a perfect reflection of a family that is enjoying love and togetherness. A family that is enjoying absolute togetherness. Big view. You know what I mean? What happened? Don't share it. You can die your update. I will call you after now. But let's see how it goes. Muslims in ticket. I don't know what is up with it. People have been asking me my view about Funke Akindele as deputy of PDP in the deputy of PDP in Lagos State. And for me, I don't have a problem with Funke Akindele, and it's his political and fundamental rights for her to contest or decide to vie for an office. Anybody can vie for an office. You can decide to do so too. It's not a problem. But my concern, I know, right? My concern with Funke Akindele is on what prerogative did PGs, on what parameter you're unable to get to the Instagram? How? Victor King Graham, GRAM, that's it. Search for it. Now, on what parameter did PDP decide to choose that deputy? Is my only question. It's not because Funke Akindele is an actress. Some people say somebody that cannot keep a marriage. That doesn't define a person. Oh, yeah, that's 20 million Instagram followers. That bothers me. Because I think she granted an interview, or that is supposed to be a manifesto. In a manifesto, she said she has 20 million followers. Is she mad or something? Well, when I heard that, I just said, well, the PDP will probably win election on Instagram, like Showure. It's madness. See, I would rather see a possibility with Davido being chosen as deputy governor than Funke Akindele. You know why? It's not because she's a musician, but it's because what's that? Speak English, so I don't understand. I can't read that Yoruba. Kini Funke the Shesi society, you understand? Someone like Davido has been part of the community. He has many times influenced the community, not only with his music, but with his act of benevolence, his involvement. He's a man of the people. He's on the streets. You can feel he's a true Lagosian, He's there on ground anytime. I will see him as a better candidate than goddamn, what's his name? Funke Akindele. Like, how? How? Linda Shorai. I will see a better possibility with that. On what ground? How? Funke has been helping people where? When? Tell me one person. There's many who have been in politics, who understand the government, who at least have an idea of what is going on in Lagos State. APC did not go and canvass him and choose him as a deputy governor. Why is the BC controversial? And I heard that their gubernatorial candidates paying to less and learn on the point solid gun. But me, more what ground? I don't have a problem with Funke. Funke contest in governorship. But PDP, kini one road don't we choose Funke? Like, kini cannot be qualified. Kini is it that you can just pick anybody on the streets? Well, somebody's already said this because she have 20 million followers. But your Instagram is very deep. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí máa yéèyàn. PDP máa lulẹ̀ ní Lagos State. Gara. Ó ti múra àwọn ọ̀ṣẹ́ ń lulẹ̀. Well, those are about gist and happenings and events. Now I just come to gist. If you are expecting anything serious, you are joking. I'm not. I don't have my time to waste now. Now, I want to talk to us today. You guys can relatively see that I've not been on ground, and I swear in God's name, I don't even watch what is going on online most of the time. I just go online and read, people's updates, or there are a couple of blogs now that do cut videos and just post. So some 5-10 minutes, but it's not possible for me to sit down and watch 2 hours video. It's impossible for me. Literally impossible. So I've not really been briefed in most thing that is going on, and not because I don't have the time, but because I'm not interested. I'm not interested, personally. But I'm getting a glimpse most of the time from the little that, I just privileged to come across. I have just come to a conclusion that peace is a choice. I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. Peace is a choice. The only reason I'm going to be very brief today. I'm going to talk to you real quick on what I call the price for peace is cheap, but only the wise can afford it. The price for peace is a very cheap price. What you pay for you to have peace that lasts is very cheap and easy. But only and only and only the wise can afford it. It is not expensive. It just requires wisdom. And wisdom the citizens have raised concern, but now they should be paraded and shamed. Is this not the deceit that will be expressing on election day? See, Olabami Onodeko. I feel like, corruption is a system. Corruption is a system. Corruption is not a person. Corruption is not even an act. Corruption is a system that can be functional in a society that has refused to adopt measures of sanity in their society. It's a system. And having said that, what that means is that everything is like it's a culture. When they see something in the system, it becomes the norm. Literally now, it is almost not normal to be normal in Nigeria. It's absurd to be right. So some things happen and is unexplainable, and yet is inconsequential. There is no consequence to it because the system itself is embedding corruption. The system itself is accommodating deviances because of the system. The system is conducive for impunity. And that's the problem in Nigeria. Not only that, those people who are fake prophets, they are clearly not prophets. They are clearly not bishops at all. Bishops of where? If it is bishop that is endorsing you, why don't you go get the CAN leadership? Why don't you get the PFN leadership? With these people are bishops of where? Bishops that don't even know how to put on bishopric gown right. They cannot even put on the capes right. Hello, choir, Methodist, bishop. It is madness. But you see, madness is the order. If you are assessing a Nigerian problem from the perspective of what is right, or like a normal human being, you will always be wrong consistently. You have to be addressing a Nigerian problem from the angle of like everything is abnormal here. So the law enforcement agency will probably not even see anything wrong in it. They will even tell you that the bishops are, performing their fundamental rights or exercising their fundamental freedom, their constitutional freedom, so to say. Thank you. So it's a system. It's a system that we find ourselves in. And until the system is adjusted, nothing will change in Nigeria. Until the system is regulated, nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, will change. And that's the honest truth. Of course, I'm going to experience more of that manipulation and tactics and hypocrisy during election. That's what Nigerian election is about. unfortunately. That's why I keep saying, when I see youth shouting, hey, youth, time, youth, take over, obedient and all of this, I don't have a problem with them. But I don't think Nigeria is ready for a revolution. How many of you saw the protests in this Arab country when they are protesting that their president should resign? How many of you saw the video of the protest? Emma wo news you fracas ni kokon ke ma fi life yin wo. Emma wo news why important you. How many of you saw the video of those people protesting in their country, requesting that the president should resign? I want to be sure that you guys saw it. Yeah, Sri Lanka, thank you. How many of you saw the Sri Lanka video? You saw the protest. You watched it. I need you. Oh, God. Let me see if I can give you a visual representation of what it looks like, what I want to point out. Let me show you something.
Plan for just $30.
I've already told him.
$30?
That's awesome. It's their best unlimited price.
I'm switching now. The
Yeah,
network
I got one
the
gun.
price you love, only from
Let me show you something. And with demonstrations of guys. That's presidential house.
The credibility of the political model they're trying to establish is a serious concern for the protesters,
That's
as well as the
presidential
international
house.
donors and also other countries.
Taking away doing violence, Dada.
This morning, Sri Lanka's prime minister has agreed to resign. That announcement coming after demonstrators broke into the official home of Sri Lanka's president, calling for him to resign over the country's worsening economic crisis.
Look at the fully armed
Officials
soldier.
say more than 100,000 protesters
Look at them in the
surrounded
swimming
that
pool of the
building with
presidential
video,
house.
showing people breaking through police barriers, and as you see there, swimming
Police
in
were
the residence
fully armed
pool.
there.
Let's go now to CNN's Vidika Sood, who is
Look at
live in
protesters.
Delhi. Vidika, do we know where the president
Won't
is?
buy
Do we know
anything,
if he's
Jay. She
safe?
ain't worrying.
All over Sri Lanka converged Saturday morning, and they have been protesting against the president of Sri Lanka, Gotabaya Rajapaksa. They want him out. They blame him and his family for the economic mismanagement of the country, because of which there is a massive crunch when it comes to foreign exchange reserves. There's a massive crunch when it comes to fuel. There's a massive crunch when it comes to food and power. There are power cuts which go on for about 5 hours a day. There have been these serpentine lines
5 hours a
of
day,
people
nothing done
standing
there.
just for a few liters of fuel that hasn't been coming their way, because that is now limited just for essential services. We do know over a dozen people have died over the last few months waiting in those lines for fuel. Now, what you're seeing inside
Look
the
at
palace is a
demonstration.
complete takeover by these people. They're very clear. There's this very, very popular chant against Gotabaya Rajapaksa, asking him to go. And they say, go, Gota, go, in that chant. And you can hear that reverberating through Colombo at this point in time. the police, they tried to control the crowds. They did fire tear gas, but that crowd was just so massive, Boris and Jessica, that it was very difficult really to push back, because of which they broke the barricades, they entered the presidential palace, and like you said, they even took a dip in the pool. So as of now, what we do know is that the inflation is over 54%. The fear is that this could go over 70% in the days and months to come. There is a political crisis, and these protesters are very clear. Enough is enough. We've seen more than we can. We need to survive the crisis. You're just pinning us down economically, and we won't have this anymore. And yes, Sri Lanka is in talks with the International Monetary Fund, but first they really need to get a debt restructuring program in order to get a bailout package from the IMF. But this political uncertainty, even with the Prime Minister offering to resign, is going to be making it even more difficult for the IMF really to offer a bailout package.
Maybe you see protests. You see what they call protests of people that are ready.
In Lagos, the youths have continued their agitation. They were told to get off the streets. They were told to stay at home by the authorities.
This is what I'm looking for.
The frustration felt by many in Nigeria has spilled into the city of Lagos. It's been building over the course of the past 2 weeks. The commotion and congestion which colors life in Lagos has now disappeared. The city's 50. That's upset prominent Nigerians, now clamoring for fundamental change.
This is NSAS protest.
Okay, how you doing, John?
Yeah, very well, thanks. We spoke exclusively to Burna Boy. He's one of the world's most popular music artists. However, the president of Nigeria didn't mention the shootings in this plea for calm.
Your voice has been heard. Loud.
Look at protest. Did you see that in that other protest? Like Nigerian youth were protesting. They have a stage. Somebody is talking. Artists were performing. They are bringing jollof rice and zobo and minerals. And when Lotion she hook up, near the protest ground. And when you come mingle and mingle, and don't fall around, you call that one a protest. Nigeria is not ready. Every protest have to come with a vision. What do we want to achieve? I don't see anything they achieve with NSAS. Nothing. Police are still brutalizing people. So what's the point? When they stop, why did they stop? They shoot. I don't know. Are you not expecting that the police will shoot in a protest? Is that not part of the professional risk? It's because we are not ready. You understand? We are not ready as a country. We are not ready. Now, to the business of the day. So like I said, I see stuff and I just laugh and I just said to myself, the price for peace is very cheap. Very, very cheap. It's only the wise that can afford it, as cheap as it is. You don't see me more often because, like I said, I am tired of this theory. I'm tired of negativity. I'm tired of seeing the same thing all day, every day. It makes me sick. I see so much that we do just because we want to be right. We do so much just to earn that validation. We do so much to be right. Prove yourself so much. Hear me and hear me good. Anybody that has made up his mind not to like you will not like you, even if you are clothed with crystal gold. Even if your character is as good as angel, the person will no go believe you, no go believe you. Personally, as a matter of principle, I don't swear to convince anybody. If I tell you my truth, you don't believe it. It is you that did not believe it. It doesn't mean that I am wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm not uncomfortable because you don't believe me. You don't understand. You can either accept what I say or not. It doesn't change the reality. It doesn't change what it is. At all, it doesn't change what it is. We do so much just to be right. We do so much because we want to be right. We want to be calculated. We want to be accepted. We want to sound profound and prolific. We want to. Again. And this has brought so many people into unrest. Like unrest. Unnecessary struggle. I told somebody before, I said, listen, social media, back way. Any ogun ni serve any kankan. Gbogbo àjọ máa wà ń bẹ̀ ni. Ibi tí wèrè jẹ́ bá ti ṣe good morning. Tẹlomi ṣe ń sùn ni. Ìgbà tí wèrè ẹ máa ṣe good night. Wèrè tẹlomi ṣe ń activate ni. How many of you saw the Sri Lanka video? They don't shake me. Wèrè onítàn lẹ̀ gbàgbé. So if you are struggling to be heard or be accepted, you will Jones. Alone. You will I see so many people. You see all of these people fighting here and there, here and there. Let me start from you people that are listening to me. You see them always. I see so many people struggling to choose a better life, struggling so hard to look away and step out of this madness, this social media madness, but they find themselves in it because you see, it's like a virus. It's like a virus. It will keep eating you up. It will keep eating you up. It will continue to eat you up. But let me talk to you. I posted something yesterday. I said, what you look at determines what you look like. What you look at determines what you look like. What you look consistently, you will become eventually. If you allow your eyes to be fed and your ears to be fed with negativity constantly and consistently, every time and every time, over time, you will begin to reflect that negativity. We are social animals. We respond to our environment. And whatever you allow, I've told us before, whatever you permit to exist, what you allow is what begins to become your person, becomes your identity. So as much as people like these people they are doing all this rubbish, they are damaging their life, they are fighting each other, they are they are affecting themselves, one shape or form, and you are there judging who is right and who is wrong. There is a percentage of it that is coming into you. There. Before you know, you will be like them. Psalm 115 verse 3. Verse 8. See, they that worship them are like them. Whatever you give attention to consistently, you will become eventually. Elomi ti were addicted emotion. I have met somebody before. Phone méjì ló ní. A dẹ̀ fi tan show oríṣi méjì. A dẹ̀ gbé sórí table by lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Bó ṣe ń gbọ́ tí ó já mọ́ra wọn létí ẹ̀mí ò mọ̀. I cannot tell you. Ẹlòmíì ti gba query níbi iṣẹ́, ẹlòmíì gan ti lose iṣẹ́ níbi concentrate tó jẹ́ pé fracas ló ń gbọ́. You be at work where you are supposed to commit your energy and attention. APC ni ẹlòmíì etí ẹ̀ tí ó ti ń gbọ́ màdòmí ẹran nù báyìí, ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ti ń gbọ́ sí gbàngbàn. Kó tó mọ̀ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe rán days. Very soon, people around you will start complaining. Your husband is complaining. Your children, you are not giving attention to it now. Before you know it, social media can have a way of corrupting your inner mind, and it will destroy the good values that is on the inside of you. If you are not put a filter to it. And àwọn tó fẹ́ jà kú náà. One thing is constant. Ẹ̀dá ní kúkú ọ̀wọ̀wọ̀. Ẹni tó bá ní òtítọ́ tí ò bá gbọ́ ńlá rẹ̀, ẹdìyẹ tó bà sórí òkun ni, ara òrókun, ara òrá adìyẹ ni. Kó o tiẹ̀ rò pé wọ́n lòún win nìgan. Energy kan ló jáde ń fight tó fi ń win. Those energy will have as well be converted into something positive. It's taking your time, it's taking your sanity. Do you know what it takes for somebody to come out and do a 2 hours violence show? Let me tell you what it takes. That means that person has spent at least the entire night to collating all materials, listen to this show. Because for you to answer that person, you must listen to the entire show and hear what the person say, so that you will now prepare what you are going to say back. They spend 3 times the time they spend offline, preparing for coming to the show. Lórí kíni. Lórí kíni. Àwọn ìjà tọmọ kékeré máa ń jà, ẹnu ò ní gbẹ̀yìn sí mi lára, ẹnu ìwọ náà ní gbẹ̀yìn, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ò ní gbẹ̀yìn sí mi lára. That's what I see. Ó dẹ̀ tó wà business. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀rí dára gbádùn, because ẹ má bínú, bí ẹ ti ẹ̀ bínú kí ló kàn. Bí ò ṣe sú mi, to me it's like I'm watching the same movie over and over. It's the same thing that is being repeated. The same thing. The same madness over and over. Like, you can predict what is going to happen, and it will happen just like that. Kárí mo tiẹ̀ lè máa rẹ́ni bá ta tẹ́tẹ́ fracas, máa di jẹ́ òbí anything. Mo máa ti ń sọ álẹ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, ẹni báyìí máa change pattern báyìí, báyìí máa wá fún báyìí wá. Ó dẹ̀ yẹn níbẹ̀. Ṣé kò sú yín ni? Now, a video was brought to my attention yesterday. I know that's what most of you are waiting for, to just see where I'm going to react. There's no reaction. A video was brought to my attention yesterday where, for whatever reason or whichever way or however, I can't do the math personally, of the video of Lisa Anjorin making a little bit of mockery of Prophet Oladele Genesis. First of all, I don't know why people were sending it to me. Anybody can say anything now. So in the video, he was making mockery of and making a claim that one of the viral video of Prophet Oladele in his sermon in his church, not even a video that was posted online, it was a church service, which I'm going to play to you right now. That Lisa Anjorin said when he was talking about Igi Okpe and Igi Osun and all of those things, that he was referring to her then. How she come to that conclusion, only she can explain. I don't know. How she come to that conclusion, because when I went to the archive to go and look for the video was published March 7, 2020. March 7, 2020 was when that video was published online. That means the sermon has even happened before then. But all of these are inconsequential. So they said she said Genesis was referring to her, and then afterward, she be alone, do I move back to what I say one? We know why I realize. Let me play what she said to you. Let me play to you what she said. Or maybe I should first of all play the Genesis sermon. Let me first of all play the sermon and then play you the.
Kó má jà àbí kéjì má jà ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe illustration méjì. Ọpẹ́ rèé, igi ọsàn rèé, abájọ tí gbogbo igi orí igi ọsàn fi tán. Ìjì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jà, igi ọsàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbìn, ó ń argue pẹ̀lú ìjì. Ibi tíjì ti ń jà, ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé tíjì bá ń jà, normal igi á máa mi ọwọ́, á máa mi ọsàn, á máa mi gbogbo ẹ̀. Bí ìjì ṣe ń jà, gbogbo èso orí igi á máa dàbọ́lẹ̀, àti tó kan, àti tí ò kan, àti tó pọ́n, àti tí ò pọ́n, gbogbo ohun tí igi wà lọ́wọ́ igi á dàálẹ̀. Àbájọ ọ̀pẹ wá dúró sọ́tọ̀. Tí ìjì bá ti ń jà, ẹ rí pé ọ̀pẹ ò kí ń argue, ọ̀pẹ á tẹríba. Mo ń bọ̀. Ẹ rí pé nígbà tí ìjì bá jà tán, ọ̀pẹ á wá gbórí sókè. Mo wá béèrè, mo wá ṣàlàyé fọ́pẹ àti igi ọsàn. Mo ní igi ọsàn orí pórí ẹ̀ ò pé. Ṣé wo mọ̀ pé ìjì ò kó èso dání? Ẹni tí ò dẹ̀ kó nǹkan dání kò ní ká má da nǹkan nù lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó kó nǹkan dání. Mo sọ fún, mo ní igi ọsàn, àṣorúkọ lọ́pẹ̀ ẹ́, àṣefúnra rẹ lórí agídí tó ń bá ìjì ṣagídí, gbogbo ohun tó yẹ kó fi sán ẹ́ láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án, ó ti dàálẹ̀. Nígbà tí ìjì ń bá ẹ pariwo, kí ló dé tó dákẹ́? Mo ní ọsàn, ó rí bó bàjẹ́, wo igi ọ̀pẹ bó ṣe lágbára tó, wo bó ṣe ga tó, wo bó ṣe ní àmì tó, wo bó ṣe ní ọlà lára tó, bó ṣe tó, ó ṣe pàpà tẹríba. Nítorí bó mọ̀ pé àlejò ní ìjì, bí ìjì bá lọ, òun á gbórí dìde. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń bẹ ẹjà tó fẹ́ já ẹbọ ló máa dá lóhùn. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń bẹ ágì ló máa dá lóhùn. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó ń bẹ ẹjà ló ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọnù. Táìmì tó ń bá wọn jà tó ń ṣagídí, gbogbo èso ọwọ́ ẹ ló ń dànù. Ògo ló ń gbà lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ, àṣeyọrí ló ń gbà lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ. Ìwà burúkú ló ń jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn rí ẹ sí. Wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kó o sọ̀rọ̀ kán lè rí tí ẹ mú. Wọ́n fẹ́ kó o sọ̀rọ̀ kán lè lé ẹ kó lé ọkọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ kó o sọ̀rọ̀ kó lè ṣẹ̀sín. Kí ló dé tó ń bá wọn argue? Ṣé bó kó nǹkan dání? Ẹni tó bá kó nǹkan dání, òfìfo ní ìjì kò mú nǹkan kan dání. Bí ìjì ṣe ń pariwo tó ààrẹ ohun tó mú dání, kò mú èso dání. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ wá gbọ́ pé ìjì lè jẹ́ kí èso sanra. Èmi ò rí ohun tí ìjì lè ṣe bí kò ṣe kó pa kan jẹ lọ. Mo wá sọ fún igi ọ̀pẹ, mo ní ọ̀pẹ, mo máa júbà rẹ o, mo máa tẹríba fún ẹ, mo máa dúpẹ́ o. Àṣé bó ṣe lágbára tó, àṣé o lè tẹríba fún ìjì. Ọ̀pẹ sọ wípé òun mọ̀ pé òun ní agbára. Nítorí ìtàkùn òun ó wọlẹ̀ ju ti igi lọ. Òun mọ̀ pé òun lágbára. Nítorí òun kó àgbọn dání tí ẹnikẹ́ni ò mọ bómi ṣe wọbẹ̀. Ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ṣe ni ìjì yẹn ń wá ọ̀nà bómi ṣe wọnú àgbọn. Ó dẹ̀ ti sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé òun á jà á débi pé omi inú àgbọn á dànù. Bó o bá ń bọ́ tajà, omi ògo tó kó dání á dànù. Kí ló ní yàrá kan ní ṣe láti di ọ̀tá sẹ́ni tó ní duplex? Ṣé wo mọ̀ pé ẹni tó bá ní duplex ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ hopeless? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹni tí ò ní duplex, wọ́n wà hopeless lọ́ ṣe ń gbógun tó ní duplex. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti mọ̀ pé o ti ń lo mọ́tò tó jẹ́ duplex, o ò ní lísè sáwọn tó wà hopeless torí pé wọ́n ti gbé lo duplex. Ẹ wò ó bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ń bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi wípé ibo ni gbogbo eléyìí ti wá, èmi ò máa mọ ibi tó ti wá o. Ṣèbí òun lọ́lọ́run alẹ́dà, aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá, ọba tó fi ní dára tó wù ní, ṣùgbọ́n tí ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi ní dára tí ò dáa. Mo wá sọ fún ọ̀pẹ, mo ní abájọ tó fi sọ pé ọ̀pẹ máa pẹ́ láyé. Wọ́n á ní wàá pẹ́ pẹ́pẹ́ tó pẹ́. Abájọ ohun tó jẹ́ kó pẹ́pẹ́ rèé. Bí ìjì bá ń jà, àtẹríba. Nígbà tí ìjì bá lọ, ọ̀pẹ á gbórí sókè padà. Èso orí ẹ̀ ò sọnù. Ọ̀pẹ ò yí padà lọ́pẹ. Ọ̀pẹ ò ṣubú. Ọ̀pẹ ò dẹ̀ ṣọ̀fọ̀. Ọ̀pẹ ló tún lọ́lá jù. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní ohun tó kó dání, má bá wọn tí ò ní nǹkan kan kó dání rojọ́.
That was an extract of one of his services which was published March 20. No, we're not. You think I have time to be responding to anybody? No, I'm not responding to it. I don't know why. I just needed to address it because the way people were sending it to me yesterday and I just laughed. Now, this was March 3rd, 2020. Me, I don't know, like I told you. I don't know. But all of a sudden, we saw this yesterday. Oh, we saw this yesterday and it was a little bit worrisome. I'm trying to open it. This was
Pastor Genesis. When we had some issues some years back, Pastor Genesis jáde. Pastor Genesis wá pòwe kan pé igi oko ó fẹ́ ìmọ̀ oko tẹríba afẹ́fẹ́ túká ìmọ̀ òkun. Pastor Genesis ṣàpòwe yẹn títí. Mo wo fídíò yẹn mo gbójú. Nígbà tí Ọlọ́run ọba máa bẹ Pastor Genesis náà wò.
wow.
Àwọn náà rí ìjì ayé, wọ́n rí ìjì tó fi àwọn náà. Ìjì yìí fi wọ́n. This is Pastor Genesis tí wọ́n preach. I know he was directing the irony to preach to me. Ọ̀ṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé mi lè mímọ bí tí bàtà ti ń ta mí lẹ́sẹ̀. Èmi ni mo mọ bó ṣe rí lára. Àmọ́ nígbà tí Pastor Genesis náà tí wọ́n gbó jìgìjìgì. Nígbà tí Pastor Genesis padà ní issue tó di pé wọ́n lọ sí court, wọ́n lọ sí prison gbà yẹn tí wọ́n dé. Pastor Genesis ò dúró fún ìmọ̀ ọ̀pẹ. Pastor Genesis was granting interview everywhere láti fi wẹra wọn mọ́. Ẹ fún mi 1 minute. Wọ́n máa wo màmá tí Pastor Genesis.
So when I saw this video yesterday, I breathed down and I said, what exactly is the problem? What exactly is the problem? Ẹni tó bá lẹ́mi Ọlọ́run mi, me, I made up my mind that day will not come where I will ever come out for this journey. Tó bá tó wù lọ́la kó tó wù mí. Mi ní dálọ́. Kì í ṣe ta ilé sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ìwọ̀n ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀. But at this point, I just believe that you will get to a level of maturity where some things ẹni tó bá lẹ́mi Ọlọ́run nínú yín, ẹni tó bá lẹ́mi Ọlọ́run, you will not even be angry with this journey. You will not be angry. Ẹni tó bá lẹ́mi Ọlọ́run, you will have sympathy for her. You will, at some point I understand our frustration. There's a way this shit tells on you, and you can possibly not think right because your instinct will definitely be wrong, and then you will be hearing voices. This one will come and say this to you. You can be sure for a fact that somebody suggests that video to her. You can be sure. So one come and see people. At the end of the day, all these people, one come instigate. And when you don't instigate, you are dancing. But tó bá jẹ́ kí orí ẹ pé, and then see, like I said, the basis of my talk is that the price of peace is cheap. If you have not allowed peace in your life normally, you will be dancing to the pressure and the suggestion of social media. Because èmi ò rọ́nà kankan in any way. I cannot see it, like I can't envisage it. How Lizzie would think, go Genesis, go in 2020 video. First of all, I am saying for me as a person, personally, I don't even know Liz Anjorians at 2020. I'm dead serious. And I'm not joking. God knows. I don't know. The first time I heard of her was when she started this whole saga with the other lady, Ayemaku. And I was like, what's wrong with this people? And they fought. And for me, I wasn't really into it. I didn't even know what was going on until when that one gave birth. And they started this saga of she did not give birth, she gave birth and all that stuff. I was just like, this is cruelty. That's when I get familiar with the face. I must have heard the name, but I'm not familiar with the face. How? But you see, that's not my argument though. You know why I have a concern? Let's now assume that he was actually talking to her. Let's assume. Which makes no sense. Is dumb, is retarded, is insane, is stupid, is unimaginable, is absurd for anybody to think that, to conceive the ideation. She want to she want to ever argument that somebody will use his old church service to be address you. How? How? We use a whole Sunday service to be talking to you that you are not even his member. You are not even of the same faith. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wàá rí nǹkan fi wàásù mọ́ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọmọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ò ní problem? How? But you see, that's not my own contention. My own contention is, let's assume that she was talking to her, or she was referring to her, or she was the stimulus for that discussion. Any sensible person will agree with me that that is a wise advice. Because I've heard her keep saying people is asking her to keep quiet, and to her that means accepting defeat. Keeping quiet does not mean you are defeated. And in this context of what the man even said, is they even say that you should keep quiet for them? He says, bam, let the storm go. And you will raise back your head. What he was saying is protect your blessing for the sake of your blessing. When I saw the video yesterday, I just well, contrary to what people think, I'm not even angry. At this point, am I surprised? Hell no. I'm not surprised. From that end, anything can come up there. Anything can freaking happen there. Does she have a cause? Yes. Do I think she's flogging it excessively? And at the same time, pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, no, she's the one that lost. You are fighting people who have nothing to lose. That's what the man is saying. Which I've personally said to her before. When I had privilege to have a conversation with her, we had a very small conversation after the whole last episode that she just, for no reason, came out from me. I had a conversation with her and I told her, firmly, I said, my candid advice, I understand your explanation, I understand your rationale, but my candid advice, if you have to fight, don't fight people who have nothing to lose. Most people she's fighting have nothing to lose. Matter of fact, they have more to gain. Are you saying your show, your matter, your family matter, to make thousands of pounds and dollars every month. I don't want to live in your business and invest in energy at the detriment of your family, at the detriment of your career, at the detriment of your name, at the detriment of the marriage you are even trying to protect. Listen to me. Clearly, you love the husband, and that's a good thing. But in your thing about love, it's not a show of love to fight for person. Does not necessarily mean a show of love. Sometimes because you love somebody, wàá gbà wọn wọ̀ sí kan torí ẹni yìí. Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ tán, wọ́n ní òpeni ní ṣọlá. Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ tán, wọ́n ní òpeni, wọ́n ní iṣu ẹni ní tọwọ́ ẹni bípo. What that means is that tí o bá ṣe torí iṣu yìí, ọwọ́ mi ò bá má kí n po. Because of somebody in your life that you cherish, you will just take some insults. Take some insults. My friend knows when we were still much younger. Me, I have sharp mouths. When we gather, we used to, you know what they call messing? We used to whine each other. About whining, I don't remember whining. Well, okay. She put on Facebook, she ain't whining. But you see, they whine me though, my officer Lara. But they know that the only time they can come and jab me like that, and I will not be able to say stuff, is if my woman is around. Do I know what to say to them? Yes. But because she's there, out of respect for her, there are some profanity and vulgar language that I would feel like saying that I will not say. And there are some places that will not let borrow me law. Tí mi ò ní fẹ́ kọ́ débẹ̀. So kémi náà má fa wèrè lọ́yàn, mi ní sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn náà mọ̀ kí tá bá máa ríra létà tí òun ti ibi tó wà, màá jẹ́ kán mọ̀. Ṣé you understand? But because of somebody that you cherish, respect, and love, you will just concede some things. I think Lizzie loves her husband, and that's a good thing. But I believe strongly and with full chest says that she has zero respect for him. Zero. Because if you respect him, you will not expose him to so much bullying like this. This is one of the things I told her. I said, listen, any coco need dark any coco. You think this movie is keep quiet for you? Keep quiet for you for what? Keep quiet for you for doing what is profiting them. Keep quiet for you for doing what they've always been doing. You don't know better than they do on Facebook. Only dark phone. So at the end of the day, you are exposing this man to ridicule unnecessarily. If you come for them today, they will come for you tomorrow. They won't need for phone and Facebook. Don't be office one. Out of respect, man. When is this episode going to stop? I'll let the party movie particular day. Because at the end of the day, I saw one of the Muslim ladies who did a video. At least that one was even talking to her, mentioned her name. That is explainable. But I don't think that man said anything wrong. Must still respond. Must still reply. I saw all of the posts literally insulting the man. No. Unnecessary. I'm not judging her for if she's fighting those that are fighting her one-on-one. If that is what she wants to do, to put one about the blogging career, fine. But no now. No. I don't have time to be fighting anybody. Don't come for me, and if you come for me, cabo. You know. But báwo ló ṣe ronú lọ́dọ̀ Genesis? Kí ni máa yẹn tiẹ̀ sọ gan? Báwo ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n ló ń bá wí? But see, it is not new. or it is not surprising. Yorùbá sọ pé ìwà ọmọ ní mọ́mọ́ ń ṣòkìgbẹ́. Ìwà ọmọ òun ló máa mú kọ́mọ ṣòkìgbẹ́. Èèyàn tó bá sì jẹ fùfú láró òfò. Báwo ni ọ̀rọ̀ 2020 ṣe máa jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ń bá wí 2022? And I'm saying ìgbà jíjí ìjà tán arrest ẹ̀ tó lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Okay, let's go by that. Ìgbà jíjí ìjà tán arrest ẹ̀ tó lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Èèyàn mélòó lórí tó attack? Ẹ mélòó lórí Facebook? He said he was granting interview. His story makes national newspaper for more than 5 times. The press were all over looking for him. The press were looking for him all over. And how many interviews did he even grant? Now, in all his interview, which is about 2 or 3 that he granted, where did you see him coming for those who attacked him? Did you ever see Genesis, after he came out of that prison, said anything negative about Bukky Jesse? In fact, he prayed for her. That comparison is insane. It's dumb at the end of the day. I'm not even going into the debate of where Wolumbawe and people call Wolumbawe. That's not the point. Wolumbawe. Stop putting people in your mess, man. Mama ni maja to ba lo maja lo. Àwọn tó ń fi enjoy it, wọ́n fi ń gbádùn now. But don't put people in, man. Don't stop complicating your issues. That's true. That's why people are sending it to me, because they feel like I'm going to get angry and react to it. I'm not angry. And I made up my mind that I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to join that list of people you will be giving sleepless nights. But honestly, man, no, it can't be. Everybody cannot be wrong, man. Everybody can be wrong. Everybody can be wrong. Everybody cannot be wrong. Stop turning people in like that, man. Ìgbà mélòó ló ti rí Genesis àgbà tó ti kúrò ní prison tó ti wá ń ṣe show fáwọn tó attack ẹ̀? Ṣé Bukky Jesse ló ṣe show fún ni? Àbí Maureen? Àbí Anamayowa? Àbí who else? You know how many times I've been on Anamayowa's wall? I'll just go there, watch, laugh. Don't mind you got Anamayowa to film me. So you can do show for real. Anytime you ever see me come to address Bukky Jesse during the saga, I wasn't speaking of myself. With everything they did to me, I'd never for once come here to defend myself. Although only gave me, I want to say, although only me be more, killing me with the domo. But Baon me be me shot in Melvin. You see me, did you ever see me come and do a show to be responding to nonsense? Where did you see Genesis responding to anybody? You just want to make things difficult for yourself, and for what is what? It's not worth it. I don't even care about that. I can't advise you. I'm not advising. There's no advice that anybody can give her again at this point that is necessary. Everybody that needs to advise her already did a good job doing that. They've already done a good job advising her. You understand? So she don't need any more advice. Yeah, you did not see when they were propagating it. Bukky nigga the mean back on Igbo Yatuni, you cannot go up with it. Don't she share for him by ye? PMP, in any me the bimo. The rain, ya me is allocate me the bimo. Taking me, she share, got there, can you love my struggle, you know, if you came me the lomo. Moving bound. Moving bound with you. Sharing me can just show you my debunking. Before God of heaven, I swear, with everything good. I don't even know Genesis when I started speaking for him. I get to meet him along the line, later in the middle of the talk. I don't even know him. You're pretty great too. I'm not talking to you. I don't even know him. I don't know him. Image. Did I not tell you? Image, are you still here? Look at these comments. So she even responded to Kaola. Did I not tell you that she will respond? Image was arguing with me that she will not respond to Kaola. Èmi lẹ́yìn ọmọ méjì wọ́n ní kíní ò lè dánmọ́. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ wèrè èèyàn kì í debunk ẹ̀? Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá mọ̀ pọ̀ lọ́dá ní wàá kàn pò lórí ẹ̀ ni. So let's even say the man was talking to her pretty much. He wasn't saying anything horrible. He wasn't saying anything that you should not even know if you have common sense. And the comparison, she was not trying to make a mockery of Badidija and to lose prison today kò tẹ́ríba fún jì ó ń grant ìta ṣòrí kó ẹ̀bà bùbú kiri. Ṣòjìrì kó ti ẹ̀bà ṣe ṣòfún búkì àbí nínú tàbí ètò grant gan ṣó dárúkọ búkì ní èsì àgbo dárúkọ Maureen àbò dárúkọ mélòó la fẹ́ kà á mọ́yà àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ tó wà ń gbà yẹn ni títí dáwọn pásítọ̀ Chicago àwọn bàbá àgbàyà kan báyìí. Mélòó la fẹ́ kà? Not one time. But let me tell you something that you guys need to know. But if you see how God has been intervening and fighting his battle. All of those people who were plotting evil against him there. Let them tell you what is going on in their life. In fact, the most recent one, during that saga, you remember that some Nollywood nuisance, we received information then, I think I even addressed it a little bit. One day love àwọn àwọn tó whoever want to gbéṣẹ́ fún wọn nù wọn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ ta story, wọ́n dẹ̀ manipulate story yẹn to their own taste. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi shooting the film to proper dent this man. Now, Ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ the icon. Kesari, apá kan okùn, apá kan ejò àbí kí nìyẹn máa ń gbèrò. Òun ni wọ́n fi cast kó fi ṣe Genesis inú fíìmù yẹn. Ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ was the cast in that movie. Now, Ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ and Genesis before then, wọ́n ti ríra rí wọ́n mọ́ra wọn. And they gave you these scripts that demean this man. And you accepted it. And he casted the role. One of the actors was angry then and went to him and said, why will you do this? They went back, they insisted, and they casted this movie. And this movie was to demean this man. Kí ló padà ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn last? Ṣé bí ẹ̀rọ àbàràbà tó ń bá tẹ̀lé kó tó di pé wọ́n sága ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ yìí? Low key, people think that he's not responsible, he's not giving them money. Hey, so Lore, he has been battling sickness under G long ago. He first of all ran into one debt, one bad business. He was broke and then he fell sick. He's still sick now, running up and down looking for help. The guy is almost at the verge of being suicidal. One looking. Now, how many what's the name of the one celeb that went to preach in one church and was talking about the man? Hey, that man is a fraud and people are supporting him. He talked him down. But this guy that owns a Hint magazine of blessed memory. What's the name of the guy? There's one guy that went to one select church and was talking a lot of trash then. till today, he's still battling with serious illness. Before Genesis left the confinement cell, he was already hospitalized. Oh, church ló wà níjọ́ kan báyìí ló lulẹ̀ on the pulpit. I even have the video before. He went to preach in one harvest. Ló ṣubú lórí altar. Don't gbé gbìgbìgbì the hospital. Go balance it this thing. That is what that man is saying. See, God cannot fight for you when you are fighting for yourself. Èmi ò tí ì rẹni tó ṣe é for real, but tó bá tiẹ̀ ṣe é, tó bá tiẹ̀ máa sọ dá sọ kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. Don't let people now turn you to nuisance. Wọ́n kàn wá gbá ẹ bí bọ́ọ̀ gbá ẹ ṣe wọ́n ti wá sọ ẹ́ di puppet. Wọ́n á gbá ẹ báyìí gbá ẹ báyìí. Tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti fa ṣókè wà sọ̀rọ̀, tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti sọ nǹkan aṣọ. Àtàwọn tí ò dẹ̀ tún fa ṣókè náà wà tún wá fún ọ. Àtàwọn tó ní good intention láti advice as father náà wà wá fún ọ. Àtẹ̀ntí ò tiẹ̀ wá rí tí ẹ rò tó mọ̀ ẹ́ rí tí ò. Kí ló dé? The price for peace is cheap. Only and only and only and only and only the wise can afford it. Only the wise can afford it. Kí ló lè tó yẹn? Kí lè ń bá ká? Anybody advising at this point is wasting their time. But you know, ìwọ ọmọ ní mọ́mọ́ ń ṣòkìgbẹ́. Tí ò bá wà ló fi ìpẹ́ ń sọ pé ó ń jà káàkiri. Kò ní fi ìpẹ́ òun nọ́mbà because mi tẹ̀ wọ́n bó ṣe jọra wọn kò yé mi. Kò yé mi o. Kò yé mi o. At the end of the day, ti yín lójú. Image kí lórúkọ máa yẹn náà máa ń olùṣọ́ọ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó dà gbé òun ní PR àbí kinní kan àbí media consultant fún sẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí. Ó máa ń rọ̀nù magazine kan tó ti kú báyìí. Ṣé Hint magazine ni àbí Heart magazine? What's the name of that guy? Ẹ̀mẹ̀ tí mò ń sọ náà. Káyọ̀dé Àjàlá, thank you. Káyọ̀dé Àjàlá náà ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ wọ́n pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bukky Jesse gan fagídíjayé ló ń ṣe. Nǹkan ń ṣí lábẹ́ aṣọ. Nǹkan ń jò. Bọ̀ ẹ fi Bukky lẹ̀ kó má sọ pé mo wá fún Bukky ẹjọ́. Fọ́ fún bọ̀. Ẹ fàǹtì mi lẹ̀. Ìlọ́ ń jò náà ń fagídí pé ni. Ẹni tó bá ní kó dákẹ́ tó rán lọ́ọ̀fù ẹni tó rán pọ́n ilé ni. Bukky gan bóyá má dìtò. Ìgbà tó yá ṣe kò dákẹ́ ni. Kò ní kí n ṣe pé ó dákẹ́ torí pé ó rẹ̀. Kò ń rẹ Bukky yẹn gbàgbé. Ó ń bin fairness tó wà o. Kò ń rẹ Bukky o. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ṣù mí ṣé Lizzy lè tó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Bukky ni. I think they said they are fighting now. Ṣé Bukky àti Lizzy náà wọ́n tó bá wọn jà wọ́n ló ń ṣe sùn fún Bukky. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ rí kó advice ẹ̀. Me, I know that pé Àlùmáyọ̀wá ló instigate to most of all these things. Kì í ṣe gbàgbé wèrè one on one. Gbàgbé. Lizzy ò lẹ́bi Bukky. Ìnẹ́ni tí ní ṣe ní show ni àbí ní gbígbèrè lórí àbí ní ọmọ ọ̀tá àbí ọmọ bèrè. Kò ní àfùwèrè Bukky. Kò ń tán lára wèrè kó má kó háì. Èdò sì kú lára Bukky Lizzy báwo. Bukky did not cry because she was tired. She kept quiet because ó ti wá di aláṣejù. People who love her, who supported her before. Wọ́n kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe lè burú tó kó má léèyàn tiẹ̀. Àwọn tó support ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti wá wò wípé kí ló dé dé. Bukky ti fún jẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ send àwọn show yìí sí mi. Èmi ò kí ń rí. Èmi ò ń rí. Àgbàyà ní Sister Bukky wọ́n ti block èmi ti pẹ́. Ẹ bá ń bà tí Bukky Jesse kan block mi àṣà àjàmọ̀. Kò sí permanent enemy lórí Facebook. Mi ò tẹ̀lé bẹ́ẹ̀dì wọn gan ní ìgbà kí wọn. Àǹtí Bukky Jesse block mi màá ṣépè fún yín èwo ni rubbish. Block mi yẹ mo máa fẹ́ máa wo àwọn educative chat yín. Ọ̀rẹ́ kúkú ni wá tẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ tó pẹ́. Pàdé mi ní Bukky Jesse tẹ́lẹ̀. People know they know say Bukky na person wey I like before or long. I even know Bukky Jesse before I even know Genesis. Matter of fact, Bukky Jesse na him make me dey see Genesis video. Na Bukky Jesse make me know Genesis video. That time, na she dey always send am to me. ẹnìkan ti send ẹ̀ sí mi. Yeah. Okay, màá wò later. Kí ló dé nígbà tó bá ń bá ru what's her name jà dọ̀kásì jà kì í ṣe ẹnu ò lè dá dọ̀kásì mú náà gara nìyẹn. People that love you have told them, tell her not to do this. Mama Esabod ẹni tó bá ní sense ló bá Mama Esabod jà because Mama Esabod àfàṣọkè ayé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Mama has nothing to do. Mama is not even angry with you. Tó bá kàn fẹ́ ló fẹ́ ya wèrè wọn á dá ẹ̀ láàmú ṣe bó fẹ́ ráyè òṣì. Mama kan máa fún ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ sùn wọn tó á dẹ̀ tó the next verse ni. So ẹni tó bá ní làákàyè lọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ Esabod jà for real. Esabod máa fàyè ẹ̀ ṣeré ni. Wọ́n máa fàyè ẹ̀ ta púùlù. No?
Hello, am I speaking with Victor King?
Yes, please.
Hey, Victor.
I'm good. Yes, please. I'm all right now. I'm just interviewing. Can you send me an email and I can give you a call back in like 30 minutes? Yes. All right. Thank you. You know, I can't read some of the what people are writing. You buy man tough. It's not at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Say you don't have bookie join now. Say you know when you phone that I feel known at the end of the day. Kí ló ń ṣe lè bá ẹ? Kí làwọn èèyàn wọn lè lè? Kí ló ṣe ẹ́ olórí Adéyẹmí? Báwo lè ń ṣe ẹ́? Jọ̀ọ́, how is it doing you? It's not worth it at the end of the day. That's my thing. But anyway, I know the problem, man. I know the problem. Me, I just, you guys should stop worrying for her. And I don't even know why you're even angry. And don't let me alone, like I said, you should have sympathy for her. And don't let me alone. You should be concerned. Mr. Moy, what are you doing, sir? And down a year, can learn the meta ye. And down a year, can head the missing me the like here. In fact, mo máa pè é mo ní gist kan fún yín gan sef. Samuel máa pè á pè yín lénìí. I have a 4 o'clock appointment. I need to go, man. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ dúró lọ́hùn. Ẹ má bully the way I feel level. àwọn tó jọ ń jà kán máa jà lọ tọ́jọ́ tó bá gbọ́ kó gbọ́ ìjọ tó bá fi ìpè bẹ́ẹ̀ kóhun jà wọn kó máa jà mọ́ ìjọ tó bá lẹ̀ lóhun sì lè máa jà lọ don't judge her leave her tíṣù ẹ̀ bá ṣe wo ẹ̀ wò kò sọgbọ́n tẹ̀fẹ́ kán bẹ̀ but ẹ̀ kàn wò for the purpose of weighing at your own risk ẹ̀ máa wò because àwọn ìpè àwọn negativity yẹn gan bẹ́ẹ̀ gan ṣe ń cope gan lọ́run ló mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń cope ọlọ́run ló mọ̀ guide your heart with all diligence the Bible sọ guard your heart with all diligence for out of it comes issues of life guard your heart o guard your heart with all diligence too much negativity getting into your mind it has a way of reverting back to your personality you know no but don't judge her do I think that she at the time have a rationale why she was grieved? Yeah. Those pressure, there's a way to tell on people, you know. And we react differently to pain. We react differently to pressure. We react very differently. But then by the time we come, I like to go my JB. You understand? I like my JB. Tó bá ti fi ẹ̀sọ̀ ṣe tó bá dẹ̀ ti fi ìwọ̀n sí kì í ṣe gbogbo eṣinṣin lèèyàn máa ń pa eṣinṣin tó bá bàlẹ́ ẹlẹ́pọ̀n tó bá ṣàbàràdé kó pa bó o bá rí pa gan ẹpọ̀n ẹ ò lè jẹ́ pọ̀n ẹ mọ́ṣúlẹ̀ ẹjọ́ yẹn wàá fọ́ra ẹlẹ́pọ̀n dànù tó rọ́ fẹ́ pé ṣinṣin ni eṣinṣin tó bá bà sí ẹ lójú tó bá gbà wá kàn fúnra ẹ ń gbà tì ní kó gbàjú fúnra ẹ kì í ṣe pé kò fì láti lè bọ̀ wá lè pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sọ̀ ni kì í ṣe gbogbo èṣin lèèyàn fàbẹ̀rà pa o but again like I said there's no advice that she needs that she hasn't already have nobody should advise her she's an adult and she feel obliged if she feels that that's the best thing she needs to do for herself and her family so be it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start a series on Monday. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to start getting about our relationship series. I don't know where I don't care about that. I don't know nothing about them and I don't want to know. I'm going to start about our relationship series and we are going to be talking intensively on what I call the dating codes, the rules of dating. The dating code, some things you should do and some things you should not do while you are dating. Dating codes. It's going to be mainly for those who are trying to date. Maybe who just getting there or just looking for something, trying to settle down. And those who are trying to get a second chance. We're going to dwell more on all of the second chances opportunities. You are at the space where you are just, finding yourself a second chance to find love again. It might be overwhelming sometimes. You've been out of the game for a while, you're married. And now getting back into the fishing game might be a little bit confusing. So we're going to be talking more on what I call the dating game. The dating game. I'm going to put more publicity on it from tomorrow. I will see you by 3 o'clock on Monday. And it's going to be interesting. Our series will start on Monday. I promise you we're going to have at least 2 to 3 shows every week so that we can cover it for the rest of the month. And next month, like that. Tell everybody that we are back. We are back. Thank you very much. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.